Hello friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. Let's look at this interesting example related to arithmetic series or arithmetic progressions. We have been given that a1, a2, a3 up to n terms are in arithmetic progression. We have to find out what is the value of square root of a1 plus square root of a1 divided by square root of a1 plus square root of a2. Similarly, the next term is square root of a1 plus square root of an divided by square root of a2 plus square root of a3 goes on. For n terms, we have to find out the sum of this. Now, how to solve this particular problem? Now, first thing what we see is that the numerator is the same numerator is continuing, so I can take it common. So another concept which we'll be using is whenever it is square roots, we want to rationalize the denominator so that we can see can we simplify the numerators and they cancel out. So two steps we'll do. First step what we will do is we will take root of a1 plus root of an common. So can I write it as root of a1 plus root of an, and so since I have taken that common, I will have 1 by root of a1 plus 1 by root of a2 plus 1 by root of a2 plus 1 by root of a3, like that it will go for n terms. Now the next step what we thought is like we will rationalize the denominator. So I'll just keep root of a1 plus root of an as it is. Then we'll try to rationalize this. Rationalizing the denominator means I have to multiply its conjugate. So can I say root of a1 minus root of a2 divided by root of a1 plus root of a2 multiply with root of a1 minus root of a2. Similarly, the next one, root of a2 minus root of a3 divided by root of a2 plus root of a3 multiply with root of a2 minus root of a3, and this goes on. Now once we rationalize, we see that root of a1 plus root of an will be common as it is. Now the numerator is root of a1 minus root of a2 divided by, this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, a plus b multiplied with a minus b, which is nothing but equal to a square minus b square. So what is our a square then? That's nothing but a1, and b square is a2. Similarly, the next term will become root of a2 minus root of a3 divided by a2 minus a3, and this goes on. So let's go to the next step where we will leverage that a1 minus a2, a2 minus a3, all of them are equal to minus d. So let's go to the next step. So now we know that, we'll write it in another color. We know that a1 minus a2 is equal to a2 minus a3 is equal to a3 minus a4, and all of them are equal to minus of common difference, because arithmetic progression definition itself is when you want to get the next term you have to add common difference. So obviously the difference between first and second terms will be negative of common difference. So can I change this all of them to minus d so that I can work on the numerators now? So the next step will be, I'll write down, can I say root of a1 plus root of a1 plus root of an, and a1 minus a2, a2 minus a3, all of them are minus d. So can I take it common? Afterwards I will have root of a1 minus root of a2 plus root of a2 minus root of a3, like that will go, and the last term will be minus root of a plus root of an minus 1 minus root of an. So that's how it will transform, because we have a1 minus a2, a2 minus a3. Similarly, the last term will be an minus 1 minus an. So you now see that all the terms will cancel other than the first and last term. So can I write it as root of a1 plus root of an divided by minus t, and multiply that with root of a1 minus root of an. Again, this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So can I say a1 minus of an divided by minus d. So let's go to the next step. We know that an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So can I write down a1 minus of a plus n minus 1 into d, and that will close the bracket and divide with minus d. So let's go to the next step. We'll open it up. We'll have a1 minus, first term is a1 minus of n minus 1 into d divided by minus d. So that's equal to, so now we can cancel a1 and also we can cancel negative. dd will cancel, so we are left out with minus 1. So let me do it in step by step. Okay, I'll go back. First we'll cancel a1 and a1. We are left out with minus of n minus 1 into d by minus d. Negative negative will cancel, dd will cancel. Answer is n minus 1. So this is one interesting example which I thought of sharing with you, as one of the students from FITSI asked me this question. So that's about if a1, a2, a3, an are in arithmetic progression, then find what's the value of root of a1 plus an by root of a1 plus a2, like that for n terms. So our approach is two steps. First step, we see the numerator is constant, so we can take it up. Second step is we try to rationalize the denominator so that we see that all the numerators will cancel, and we saw the denominator after rationalization is nothing but for every term it is negative of d. So we can take that also common, then we can simplify. We got our answer, that's equal to n minus 1. So I'll catch you once again with another interesting example. Till then, thanks for your support. Bye for now.